The Moira bomb blast, Mo Mowlam calls for full facts before accusing anybody. Kofi Annan optimistic after first round of talks with Iraqi leaders. And England and France beat their Celtic rivals in Five Nations Championship. A very good evening. The Northern Ireland Secretary Mo Mowlam said last night's car bomb attack in Moira, County Down was a devastating blow. But she said it was important to find out the full facts before accusing anybody. Unionists claimed the IRA were behind the attack. However, Sinn Féin President Gerry Adams says the IRA ceasefire remains intact.
The picturesque village of Moira was torn apart at 11:30 last night after a £500 car bomb exploded outside the RUC station. The blast was so loud it could be heard 20 miles away in Belfast. The warning was so short, RUC officers had just minutes to try and evacuate residents.
All I saw was a bulge of flame going up. I turned and tried to cover my ears. But
how close do you think this was to multiple injuries and maybe people being killed?
Hair spread. It was far too close. Far too close.
The RUC Chief Constable said Republicans were to blame.
Obviously it's the work of Republican extremists. Exactly what organisation is responsible, it's too soon to say at this stage.
Once voted the tidiest town in the north, rubble and debris now scatter the streets. It's thought the RUC station will have to be demolished, as well as at least 3 other buildings. Scores of homes and businesses were also damaged. In this estate, nearly every house needed repair.
It was a massive bang. And looked out in the street and everybody was out. Just seen the smoke and the flames coming up, and that was it. It was just pandemonium then after that.
We'll do it this week, we'll do it next week, we'll do it the week after. It'll not be Moira, it'll be somewhere else. So nothing I can say is going to change it. Just wish it to stop it.
Great little village like this, ending up like this, it's just not fair. That's really all I have to say.
And what would you say to the people that carried this out?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
There's one woman in particular, and last night she lost everything. Her entire house is blown up, all the contents in it. All she has left is the clothes that she stands in.
One source told RTE the police and army had been expecting such an attack. The level of security in nearby areas such as Lurgan and Portadown had been notably increased over the past fortnight.
I have no doubt whatsoever that this was the work of the IRA. It bears all the hallmarks of an IRA bomb. They may use another name of convenience, but this was the IRA.
While the damage here in Moira can and is being repaired, many here will understandably ask the question, can the same be done for the peace process? Michael O'Kane, RTE News, Moira, County Down.
There's been widespread condemnation of the attack. Minister for Foreign Affairs David Andrews called it an assault on the hopes of the Irish people for a permanent end to conflict.
The Minister for Foreign Affairs, David Andrews, unreservedly condemned the bomb attack. He said it was reckless and outrageous. He said those responsible are clearly determined to damage the peace process at a sensitive time. All those who believe in democracy and reconciliation must not allow them to succeed. Sinn Féin's Martin McGuinness was critical of the presumption that the bomb had been planted by Republicans.
I mean, I would be quite resentful about your attempts to, at this stage, attribute blame in relation to who was responsible for this bomb. I was about to finish to say that I believe the spectrum ranged from securocrats within the British military through to unionism, loyalism and Republican elements. And I believe one of those groups, in all likelihood, was responsible for that bomb. I don't believe that the IRA were involved.
Anybody? Northern Secretary Dr. Mo Mowlam said it was important to find out the full facts before accusing anybody.
It is a bitter blow, but we've had groups ever since we started the talks process that have been off ceasefire, that not only don't support the peace process, they are intent on destroying it. And I don't know who's done this, but we are always going to have, I think, some difficulties. No one said it would be easy. We're going to have problems in the weeks ahead.
While Fine Gael leader John Bruton said it was urgent that a mechanism be put in place to quickly and fairly judge who's politically responsible for particular acts of violence. And speaking about the progress of the peace process this weekend, Taoiseach Bertie Ahern said talks were the only